KSRN Game Day, featuring interviews with players and coaches. Join us live right here on the hottest internet station on the web. KSRN, your casual sports radio network. KSRN Game Day.
Hey, Planet Orange, Earl Burnett here, aka Kazual E, live from the Crypto.com arena, home of the Los Angeles Lakers, here in Los Angeles, of course. And we saw pretty much the same type of game we saw yesterday, but just the opposite. The Suns were in the same boat that the Denver Nuggets were in last night. They had all the superstars not playing, of course, in the game. No DA, no Booker, no Chris Paul, no KD, of course. And Josh Okogie was the only starter that played this game. And they played the Lakers starters with LeBron, AD, and the whole entire team the to a tight game up until the fourth quarter, actually. They played them really tight the whole game, except the fourth quarter kind of got away from them. And I think the fourth quarter would have been a little different had Campaign been in the game. He was out the whole second half after taking a tumble on his tailbone. And he, was held out after that because I'm pretty sure he's pretty sore. But that wasn't the main injury that happened tonight. Tonight we saw Bismack Biyombo go down with a knee injury. We don't have any information about what the knee injury is. Monty said that he will give us that report probably the next time he gets back into Phoenix. But just judging by what I saw, looking at it, it looked pretty bad. It was just a knee-to-knee contact with Davis when Davis went up to block it. When he went up to block a shot that Davis was trying to take. In the locker room afterwards, the word got around, of course, that he was seen walking around. So it doesn't look like he has, hopefully, not that bad of an injury. We'll see. But that's just good news to know that he was walking around. That was from words from some of the players that were in the locker room. Also, I spoke to Campaign in the locker room as well after the game. He says he feels like he's going to be okay, but it's one of those things where you get up in the morning and you're really sore. When you fall on your butt bone like that, the tailbone, it's going to be really sore in the morning. So we'll see how he feels. I think he might be one of the holdouts for Sunday, and then he gets a whole week. He'll be fine to be off. But it was good to see him get back out there and pretty much almost take control of this game. Like I said, if he had been there in the whole second half, it probably would have been a little bit more tighter outcome for the Lakers to have to pull out. But they pulled away late. D'Angelo Russell started to hit three after three after three. So pretty good game. The Suns played as a pretty good cohesive unit. It's going to be helpful toward them when they go and start to continue to do the rotation for the playoffs. We saw key guys like Craig do his thing. Of course, T. Ross trying to get back in the rhythm. Campaign getting back into the rhythm. We even seen Damian and Sabian lead both tonight. So did pretty good game. Had a pretty good game. Considering that they were playing against a full number one unit against a bunch of course, the two units for the Suns. So let's see what we got here on the stat sheet. What stands out? Let's see the turnover margin. I think that's probably where the Suns got beat. Turnovers. No, they only had 9 turnovers. They turned them over 15 times. It just didn't. Sometimes, like I said in a couple of the other reports before, the Suns sometimes have issues, of course, especially without their scorers on the floor. They go through droughts of scoring, and tonight they didn't have anybody that was going to step up and take control of that, especially after Campaign went down. So when Campaign went down, he's the guy that can get to the rim when he wants to get to the rim and then set other guys up when he gets to the rim. A lot of the ball handling from Campaign was not there when Damian Lee's bringing it up and Saban's bringing it up. And Saban got to the rim a lot, but he just couldn't finish at the rim. So a lot of key elements that stopped him from actually pulling off this upset. Shooting the ball well was one of those things. They shot 36 threes tonight, only made 9, so that's definitely 25%. And that's not going to get it done when you're on the road trying to fight shorthanded. We did see a sighting from Darius Baisley. He played 6 minutes, well, close to 7 minutes, about 6 minutes, 57 seconds. So, yeah, 7 minutes, scored 4 points, had a key dunk in the game. And it was good to see just some of these other guys get out there and run around, because you just never know when you're going to have to use these guys. You never know, like an injury could happen, like we just saw tonight, 2 injuries. That this is why these guys are getting held out, because these things happen. Injuries are part of the game, and they come at any given time, and they can come even when the playoffs start. So it's a good thing the Suns held out all the key guys. So we're live here again at the Cripto Arena. It's a pretty nice arena here. I mean, I'm from here originally, and I've never been in this building. It used to be called Staples Center. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, but I never got to see it. But this is pretty awesome. Anyway, our next game is Sunday with the Clippers, and let's look at the standings. If you look at the standings right now, of course, the Suns are locked in the 4, but that 5 seed is jumping back and forth like a jumping bean. Right now, the Warriors are in the 5 spot. If the Clippers win tomorrow, of course, against the Portland Trailblazers, they will jump back into the 5 spot, and we need the Clippers to stay in that 5 spot. Not that we're trying to dodge the Warriors or anything like that, but it's just you don't want that to be your first matchup in the playoffs. And maybe the Clippers are trying to dodge being there as well. So who knows? We'll see how that turns out. But the Warriors won against the Kings. And so you never know who's playing who. Starters are not playing, things of like that nature. So we don't know. That Portland team, the young players are playing hard. I mean, this Clipper team's got to come in there and go ahead and take care of business, because they need this win as bad as the Lakers needed it tonight. And a lot of fans here in the atmosphere here in this Los Angeles area had the same walking on eggshells feeling that why is there no urgency from the Lakers to just go ahead and blow the Suns out, knowing that they don't have all their guys. And that's just due to the Suns guys playing hard. I mean, they're NBA players just as well. So not going to just come and just blow somebody away that wants to win and wants to try hard. And so they did what they had to do late in the game and got the key contributions from the guys that they're going to be looking forward to in the playoffs to get them over the hump. I would imagine they're going to be in the play-in game, because I don't think they can get this 5 spot unless something drastic happens from Golden State. They might even get the 6 spot if the Clippers drop. So we'll see. The standings got this weekend to figure it out, who's going to be what and who's going to be where in the play-in. And we'll find out the Suns' opponent Sunday. You're listening to the Suns Report live here from the Crypto.com arena in Los Angeles. Suns dropped to the Lakers 121-107. A valid effort from the reserves. Did a good job at standing the game throughout the game and giving the Lakers a test. And it's also good for them to get more reps going into the playoffs for themselves as reserves, so they could play with a number 1 squad and be in a game for 3 quarters. That's pretty impressive. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Monty rolls out this rotation, because there's a lot of guys he could use. I don't think you want to restrict yourself to just 9. They got too many other guys that can make a contribution, big time contribution. We want to see Terrence Ross be deadly, as Terrence Ross can be. And he's been in a shooting slump all for the last week, and is just coming out of it. And he had a better game yesterday, and another pretty good game, I'd say, today. He had 10 points, 5 of 11 shooting. So he's putting it up there, and he's comfortable in that mid-range for sure. He was hitting the mid-range really well. So we'll see how it all shapes out. I like how the ball movement. I like how the sets were ran. I like how the second team, they played a pretty good game as far as a unit together. They weren't trying to figure out who was getting the ball. They just moved the ball, and the open guy got the ball. So hopefully the starters are sitting on the bench seeing from that, and they learn from that and can learn from that. And I'm sure they're doing practices. During practices, they're working on that as well. So shout out to Phoenix Suns PR, allow Kazual Sportz to, do the locker room reports and get some sound bites in the locker room. And I'll play all that sound bite for you guys later. And it is the Kazual Sportz Suns report here live from Crypto.com arena. And we will catch you guys back home in Phoenix. Kazual Sports Radio Network right there for the Suns and Clippers, which is probably going to be a meaningless game at the time we are there. But nonetheless, it probably won't be meaningless for the Clippers. But from a Sun standpoint, I don't think you're going to be playing anybody after seeing 2 injuries today. So, again, we'll be off this week. But, of course, the content's going to keep going. Kazual Sports Radio Network. Till next time, Herb Burnett, a.k.a. Kazual E, signing off from here from Los Angeles at the Crypto.com arena. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.